And self-esteem is the basis of all high performance. And do you think that Elon Musk gives a shit what you think of him? No. You think Steve did? No. You think Bill Gates does? No. You think the President of the United States does? Forget about it. And I can go down the list. Self-esteem is the bedrock of high performance. It's the bedrock of everything. And it's the least thing that is taught in schools. You are who you hang around with. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Because high performance people don't hang out. High performance people don't go to group meetings. High performance people don't do any of those things. High performance people fly like eagles. They fly alone. I don't have any friends. I've got 4 or 5 guys I've known 40, 50 years. We don't hang out. We don't go to the Super Bowl. We don't go to the World Cup. And we certainly don't go for fucking beers watching sports in sports bars. High performance is a way of life.
High performers are constantly seeking clarity about how they want to interact with other people. And I think a big development growth point for people is determining, how do I really want to treat people when they don't agree with me, or when they're hating on me, or when they're discounting me, or they're being mean to me, or we're in a fight.
High performers are not dissatisfied strivers. They're not. They're happy. High performers are happier than their peers.
Some of those are the greatest growth areas of my life.
At 13 years old, I had a kill list, Street and Smith basketball rankings, and I was nowhere to be found. So I was like 57 on the list. And so I will look at 56, 55, all the way up to number 1, who these players are. So when we go on an AAU travel circuit, hunt them down and knock them down.
How can I do that? What would it take? Or why should I do that?
The key is, if you don't know your own value, don't expect anyone else to. It's not your customer's job to know how you add value. It's not your client's job. It's not your manager's job. It's not your HR department's job to know how you add value. It's your job. And if you don't know your own differences, don't expect anybody else to. You don't have to change who you are. You have to become more of who you are. And it begins with understanding who you are at your best. The greatest value that you can add is to become more of yourself.
I think the best way to prove your value is to work, is to learn, is to absorb, to be a sponge. Right? You always want to outwork your potential. As hard as you believe you can work harder than that. And that's what I tried to do when I first came in the league. But basketball is such a direct competition sport that me coming in at 17, I hated when my teammates would say, I get hit with an elbow, right? Shaq would hit me with an elbow in practice, and
If people can get that, I hope to give that to my kids. If you want to be an astronaut, why wouldn't you? If you want to be the president of the United States, why wouldn't you? You can. You just have to figure out what it's going to take to get there and do it. Take a step every day. And so that paradigm was in my brain, maybe when I was young, I don't exactly remember, but this idea of no matter what it is, it may just take time and a particular skill set, but if you want to run a multi-$100 million business, find someone who's doing it and get them to mentor you, or find 10 people that are doing it and learn little things from them, right? It's all there, it's all been done before, right? So that was kind of where my paradigm came around, if you can't, you must.
There's a quote from one of my English teachers at Lower Merion named Mr. Fisk. He had a great quote that said, rest at the end, not in the middle. And that's something I always live by. I'm not going to rest, I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time.
High performance individuals plan their life so that it happens that way. They don't believe in luck. They don't believe in accidents. They believe in understanding the science of success and then recreating it consistently in their own lives.
Success is your duty. It is your obligation and your responsibility. Success to me is as vital to my survival as oxygen, food, and water. Shelter, I gotta have shelter. I gotta have water. I have to have oxygen. I need food, okay? I need love in my life, okay? I need people, I need human interaction, and I also need to win. If you don't have success in your life, you will lose discipline, you will lose activity, you will lose contact, and you will not be consistent. You will not have them. This is the vital part of success. This is why I'm pounding to you. The only trick in this universe, if there is a trick at all, is you must be successful.
Jack Welch, arguably the greatest CEO in the history of the world, who managed in General Electric for 25 years, he said there is no work-life balance. There are work-life challenges, and we make decisions and we live with them. Do you think Elon Musk has work-life balance? No. Do you think Steve Jobs, when he was alive, had work-life balance? No. Do you think Bill Gates? No. Henry Ford? No. Original Heineken? No. So if none of those people that created the wealth of the world had work-life balance, why do you think you're going to have it? Why? Because you deserve it? I don't think so. You deserve what you get in life by working hard.
First step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. I've never really viewed myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. You know, while the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working. The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams, that want to do things. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. There's no easy way around it. No matter how talented you are, your talent is going to fail you if you're not skilled.
Follow your passion first. When I retired from the game, I sat there asking kind of all the wrong questions. What's the biggest industry I can get into? And it's all the wrong stuff. Then you got to sit there and ask yourself, okay, what am I truly passionate about? What do I enjoy doing? And when you feel that way, honestly, you feel like you have never worked a day in your life. It's the most fun thing in the world. You get up in the morning excited about what you're doing. And you got to be really honest with yourself about it. If you wake up in the morning and you're dreading going to work, dude, do something else. Right. Do something else. And those are hard decisions to make. But when you make those decisions, it's a very liberating experience. And you find out that the rewards will come.
Listen to me, it's going to be hard. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree, but I got it. And guess what? On a degree, it don't have dates. So if it took you 4 and it took me 12, it don't show up nowhere. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be, because I realized I gotta commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard and you...
The world is yours. Treat everyone kindly and light up the night.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same, as we are liberated from our own fear. Our presence automatically liberates others.
Those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey. And if you guys can understand that, then what you'll see happen is that you won't accomplish your dreams. Your dreams won't come true. Something greater will.
So make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
Confucius said one time, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it.